Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for watching this quick video. I'm going to do this as quickly as I can so that I get the information out. And I'm going to include this PowerPoint for you so that you can click on the links as well. This is information I received overnight about our upcoming International Networking Week, which is the first week of February in 2026. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go through an overview of what the BNI International Networking Week is. We're going to introduce a challenge for people in your chapters, which I hope that you will all embrace because it's all about growing your chapters strategically and getting the energy up early in 2026. And then we're going to share with you some tools and resources that have been prepared by BNI. The purpose and overview, well, International Networking Week is a global initiative that celebrates the power of networking, and it will strengthen relationships and open doors. So what we really want to do is make sure that we use this opportunity to leverage the event. So over here, you'll see that you can download the logo for International Networking Week and incorporate that into some of the social media posts that you might be putting out. You can also download the logo for the theme for next year. I don't know if you realize this, but over the last 3 years, we have gone with one theme for each year. This year it was Beyond. Next year it will be Accelerate. It's about accelerating the growth of your business, and that's what we want to be able to do. So you can download the logos by clicking on the links right there. Just clicking on either link will get you straight to those resources. Now, why are we doing International Networking Week? Well, what we want to do with this campaign is to get a social media blitz happening, really showcasing your stories, stories of members, stories of chapters that highlight the power of networking. Now, remember, BNI is a network that we have, but networking is what our visitors are doing. Our visitors are attending in order to do some networking for their business. So, networking is really what we're showcasing for them. So, give them an opportunity to go to a networking event with you, and that is visiting your BNI chapter. So, by sharing your wins, it brings in new people, it boosts the visibility of BNI overall, and it gives standout posts a chance to be featured by BNI Global. So that's one of the benefits is that Global might take the posts that you do if they're appropriately hashtagged, and then they would be able to reshare them, even Ivan Meisner himself. So here are what the challenge objectives are. So we want to share the impact of networking because this is International Networking Week. We want to share the impact of networking with the world, telling your own short stories and giving others the chance to experience the power of networking by visiting your chapter meeting. So, number one, share your networking story and invite others to come to your network on social media. Two, bring a visitor to your chapter during the meeting week of February 1 through 7. So, whatever your date is, make it an objective of yours, a personal objective of yours to bring a visitor to the week, that week in particular. And post a video with your visitor, a photo or a video where you're just saying, hello, that's us. We visited the chapter. How does it work? Well, in January, you should share a story and invite your visitors. You can start doing this now, but in January, the 2 week window that they're suggesting is the last 2 weeks of January, which we are all back from our holidays in BNI. So we have 2 meetings in January to get prepared for this. Of course, you might be having visitors those weeks as well, and that's perfectly fine. As you know, I believe that every week is visitor week. But there's a really good impetus to invite people for that specific International Networking Week. Share your favorite networking story and the impact that it's made on your life or your business. So many of you share these stories, and over the course of the last week or two, I've heard you guys talk about the impact BNI's had on your life in the last year. And I think that's a really good thing for you to reflect on, and that would be a good story. Add a simple CTA. A CTA is a call to action. So, a call to action to invite your network. Want to see the impact for yourself? Join me at my BNI chapter meeting during International Networking Week. And pro tip, don't forget to add your chapter's specific date and time. Okay, so put that in there. Post it on Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn. If you happen to use other vehicles for that, that's fine. TikTok it away. It doesn't matter to me. But I think it's important that you do post it where you normally post. Tag BNI Global, and there are step-by-step tagging instructions. So if you click on the link here, it's really cool. They've actually set up just simple Word documents that have instructions. So if you don't know how to do it naturally, then please go ahead and look at that. And use these two hashtags, International Networking Week and BNI Accelerate. All right. Now, part two, bring a visitor. So there's a difference between inviting a visitor and bringing a visitor, isn't there? You have to invite a lot of people in order to bring people. And I would like to go back to the slide before. Inviting visitors on a post is one thing, but following up with the people who say, I can't do it then, but I'd love to come sometime. Call them and invite them and ask them what week they can come. If you get a few likes on it, why don't you reach out to those people in a private message and say, listen, I saw that you liked my post. I'd love for you to come, and see what that follow-up will do, because posting is very one way and passive. Actively following up from the post is what's important. So let's go back to part two, bringing a visitor and then sharing your photo. So doing that during your chapter meeting on the week of February 1 through 7, invite them, take a photo together, post the photo, tag BNI Global, and use those hashtags. Keep the photo simple and genuine, smiles, name badges visible, and a short caption about why you invited them. It helps others see the real impact of networking. So I love that. Now let's go to the next. Oh, I accidentally clicked on the link, but see, they've created these easy instructions. Okay, so I'm just going to close that again. Let's go to the next slide. Here are the tools and resources that BNI's prepared. So they've really gotten this ready for us. Part one are prompt ideas. These are areas for you to be able to get captions. How has networking helped your business grow? Share a moment when a referral or a connection made a big difference to your business or career. Describe a skill or an opportunity you gained through being part of BNI. What's one unexpected benefit you've experienced? And what's one way networking has accelerated your growth personally or professionally? So each one of those are ideas for you to tell a story. So think about which one of those made you go, oh, I've got a story there, and then tell that story. You could even tell the story to ChatGPT and ask it to make it into a LinkedIn post, and it will. Part two, tips for a successful post. Keep it short, personal, and authentic while highlighting the connection with the visitor. All right. Share a brief insight or lesson you personally gained. Visual content will grab attention. So you want to have visual content. Maybe take a picture or find a picture from your chapter meetings that shows energy and fun. Encourage others to come and experience the chapter meeting and reply to comments. This is that active response to keep the conversation going. So if you're looking for inspiration, you can check out social media caption examples for part one and part two. So remember, part one was ideas to invite people, and part two was posting about the event. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. Here are some ready to use chapter presentation slides so that you as a chapter can promote this during the first two meetings of next year. So please go ahead and use these resources. We will integrate those into your slide deck for January. And I just want to let you know that those are already available for you. So even if we don't do it, you can hit the download and download these two pages. Here are those two pages, part one and then part two. All right, so it talks about what the challenge is and it reinforces what I've just said now so that everybody in your chapter can be involved. And 3 tips on finding people to invite to your chapter. Well, number 1 is, of course, to engage online. Comment, share, and connect with professionals beyond your network. We're not looking always for the people that we know now. Maybe we will reach out and find a stranger that likes us. Think about the communities that you're part of in your chapter as well. Willoughby Living or Beaches Environment. There's definitely local communities where if you're allowed to post about these kind of networking opportunities, please do. Also, number two, scout locally, spot opportunities at businesses. If you walk by somewhere locally in your community and you think, wow, I'd love to have one of them at our BNI chapter, walk in and invite them and say, listen, International Networking Week's coming up. I thought I'd invite you to come to a networking event that we do on a Friday morning here in the beaches or here in Port Macquarie. Crazy, in Macquarie Park. Um, and number three, leveraging referrals. Ask members and trusted contacts to identify. So one of the things that it's easy to do is to ask people during the next few weeks while you're on holidays, listen, do you know someone who I should be inviting to my BNI chapter? I'd love to invite them. We've got a really good event coming up, and it'd be a good excuse for me to reach out to them. So those are some tips. And last but not least, I just want to share with you, International Networking Week is a good catalyst, a good excuse, a good campaign for you to use. And for the very first time, I'm bringing this to you in December so that you can prepare for January, so that you can have an amazing February. And because we are all coming back with 2 full meetings in January, I'm really excited about what International Networking Week can do to grow your chapters in 2026 and to get your momentum going earlier than we ever have before. Thank you so much. I'm glad to be able to bring this to you, and I will talk to you soon. Have a great day. Bye.